Level 1. The desperate amateur. You start with panic, not skill. Rent is late. Work dried up. You walk past houses at night and notice the glow of big TVs, phones on counters, wallets near doors. You tell yourself you are only looking. One bad night, looking turns into doing. No gloves, no plan. You pry a side window with a screwdriver and drop into a dark living room, heart pounding so loud you think the walls can hear it. You grab what you see, a laptop, a tablet, some cash. You touch everything. You do not see the doorbell camera, the porch cam, or the neighbor smoking in the shadows. You run home shaking and swear you will never do this again. The money is gone in days. The fear stays. Level 2. The small-time housebreaker. Fear turns into training. You start wearing gloves. You keep your hood low. You pick streets where you know the patterns. When people leave for work, when they get home, who never opens their curtains. You learn to spot real alarm panels near doors. You still work alone. You target small places where people are out. You go in through the back, head straight for bedrooms, hit drawers and closets, grab cash and jewelry that fits in a bag. No TVs, no heavy boxes. You sell to a buyer who pays in small bills and does not care about serial numbers. You know you are getting underpaid, but you are happy someone takes the risk from you. Every siren sounds like it is coming for you. Every unfamiliar car near your building makes you think about running. You do not run. You keep going. Level 3. The organized thief. You stop thinking in single houses. You start thinking in routes. You choose a neighborhood and learn its heartbeat. Dog walkers, school runs, trash pickup, when the last bar closes nearby. You walk those streets pretending to be on a phone call, counting cameras and dark corners. Your tools improve. Basic lockpicks instead of brute force. A small pry bar you hide in a backpack. A flashlight with a red filter that does not scream thief from the road. Jobs take minutes now. In, bedroom, drawers, closet, maybe office desk, then out. You wipe where you handle doors and light switches. You avoid houses with dogs or cars in the driveway at odd hours. You tell yourself this is work. You pretend not to care about who goes without sleep in that house tonight. Level 4. The specialist. You find out specialists last longer. You choose a type of target, maybe nicer homes with predictable routines, maybe small offices that leave cash in drawers, maybe storage units. You stick to one lane until you know it better than anyone. You study alarms and locks like a real trade. You hang around hardware stores and security stalls at fairs, asking fake questions as a concerned homeowner. You listen more than you speak. Scouting becomes the main job. Days or weeks watching one place, noting delivery times, family schedules, when lights go on and off, when blinds stay shut. You learn to tell the difference between gone for work and gone for vacation. Inside, you move like you have been there before. You do not waste time opening every door. You go straight to where people always hide cash, jewelry, and keys. You leave anything that slows you down. You do fewer jobs, earn more each time, and start to think you are smart. Level 5. The crew member. Your name reaches people like you. A small crew brings you in. They have a reliable driver, a guy who knows safes, someone who can move goods without loose talk. You bring scouting and clean entry. Planning sessions look like business meetings. No drama, no bragging. You spread out rough maps, mark cameras, plan paths, assign roles. You agree on signals and strict time limits inside the target. On job nights, everyone stays sober, phones on airplane mode or off. The driver stays in the car, engine ready. The lookout watches the street, not a screen. You and one partner go inside, hit what you came for, and leave on time or not at all. You start using phrases like risk profile and return, as if you are running a company. In your head, you are. Level 6. The professional. This is not a phase. This is your career. You own tools most people do not recognize, better picks, a glass tool that pops panes quietly, a cheap inspection camera on a cable for peeking under doors or through vents. You know which alarm brands call police directly and which only ping the owner's phone. You rarely work in your own neighborhood anymore. You travel to new areas, sometimes new cities, never staying long enough to build a pattern the police can see. You change cars, routes, and even your clothing style often. On paper, you have a simple day job. You keep it, pay taxes on it, and talk about it with neighbors so they never think twice. Your real income flows in envelopes, cash drops, or transfers handled by someone else. You follow rules because you have seen what happens to burglars who do not. No jobs when angry. No easy jobs rushed at the last second. No work with people you do not trust. You sleep better than you did at the start, but never fully. Level 7, the planner. You stop climbing through windows. You send others. Crews come to you with ideas. A jewelry shop, a small warehouse, a house with a safe. You say no to most. When you say yes, you design everything. Entry points, timing, escape routes, backup plans. You study floor plans, sometimes from public permits, sometimes from someone who works in the building. You map out cameras and blind spots, including doorbells, back alleys, side yards, and nearby intersections. You draw up a script for the crew. Who goes where, what to hit first, when to cut losses and leave. You sit blocks away on job nights, listening on a radio with a second phone ready to call the whole thing off if something feels wrong. You take a planner's cut. You do not touch stolen goods. You think distance protects you. Level 8, the ghost who got caught. You think you are invisible. For a while, you are. You live in a normal place. You drive a normal car. Your neighbors know you as the quiet one working odd shifts. Your job income matches your visible lifestyle. You look forgettable by design. You pick only a few high-value jobs a year, ones with solid scouting, simple security, and low noise. You say no to hotheads, to last-minute ideas, to anyone who brags about past work. You tell yourself you will stop soon, but not yet. Then comes the job that looks perfect. A wealthy home, family away, schedule checked, alarm brand you recognize, area you have walked for weeks. You write a plan, send a crew you trust, and sit in a car a few streets over, radio in hand. Entry goes smooth. The safe opens fast. Too fast. You get a twinge in your gut. Before you act on it, the lookout whispers that a car turned the corner, slow with lights off. You did not know the owners installed an extra camera at the side path last month, one that streams live to a monitoring service. You did not know the local patrol car was only minutes away and bored enough to respond right away. The officer parks in the dark, walks up the side yard and hears voices inside. He calls for backup quietly, not with sirens. Your lookout misses it for 10 seconds too long. Voices on your radio jump from calm to panic. Someone runs early. A bag drops. A door slams. A shout of police cuts through static. You tell them to fall back, but they are already in the light. You drive away once around the block, trying to see an angle to help them, and roll right past a second patrol car coming in from the other side. The dashcam catches your plate. The officer sees your face clearly for the first time. They do not arrest you that night. They start watching. They pull footage from old cases. They match your car near other scenes, your fake job records, your travels. They talk to one crew member who decides freedom is worth more than loyalty. Your name, or at least your role, slips out. Then one morning before sunrise, heavy knocks shake your door. Voices announce themselves in that flat, controlled way that leaves no doubt who they are. You already know. In the interview room, they lay your history on the table, printed photos, timestamps, maps with circles, a torn glove from one job where you rushed, a partial print, a voice clip from a doorbell camera you never noticed. You see years of professional work broken into lines of evidence and charges. You thought the highest level was becoming a ghost no one could trace. It is not. For you, the real final level of a professional burglar is a metal door closing behind you, replaying that one night where you broke your own rules and stayed in the game too long. You spent your life learning how to get in. You reach the last level when you learn what it means to never walk out.